Okay, another question. I've had a couple of events that I feel I'm on the verge of getting connected to awareness, but all of a sudden I feel a great fear of becoming non-existence.
Yeah, I see.
Can you help me?
Yes, and the truth is that you who have the fear of becoming non-existent don't exist, actually. You see? I am careful to say this thing, but I have to say them because they are truths and you have to find it out. But it seems like, what is he talking about? It is just nonsense. How can you say I don't exist? I'm here. Yes, you are here as consciousness, believing you're a person. And your belief in yourself as a person is creating all this trouble in your life. You see, I'm on the verge of some, what, can you put the words again? I'm on the verge of...
You probably go back to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Yeah. So the full question is, I've had a couple of events that I feel I'm on the verge of getting connected to awareness.
Getting connected to awareness. First of all, this is a thought, you see. Arising in awareness. This is a thought arising in awareness. I want to get connected to awareness. It is such a ridiculous thought, but yet universally believed. You see? Universally believed. And you have to wake up also from this thought. My words will not be heard maybe for a while yet. It will not make sense. It has to implode from real understanding that this you who believe you will be connected soon to awareness. You have to see that this you doesn't exist in the way that you believe.
And just the second part of the question, that a great deal of fear arises of becoming non-existent.
Yes. Again, this is coming from the mind. The fear of becoming non-existent. Every night you go to bed, you become non-existent. Every night you go to bed, you surrender to non-existence.
They're not going to want to sleep now.
And how delighted you are when you go to sleep. You go to sleep. Oh, I mean, can you imagine if we had 24 hours you could not sleep? It would be hell. And sleep, at least, it punctuates the day, which is full of continuous thinking and bickering, and give you a space of complete rest, where everything you leave aside, everything, even your beloved, not there, your cat, not there, your grandmother, your belief, your religion, your gender, your children, your grandparents, heaven and hell, everything you have forgotten. And you enter into a state of blessedness, and you can thereby rest. Rest from the functioning of perception. Rest from cognitive thinking. And arise again recharged and refreshed, rebooted in fact. Why? And you've just gone very, very, very happily, everybody surrender very happily into complete sleep. And we are also courting sleep. You go every place, in every country there's somebody, who does great business out of selling beds, promising the greatest sleep. Because people they have to sleep. And why sleep? To forget everything. You have to forget everything. The trick is to be awake and forget everything. And yet move in the field of everythingness, but without the intense psychological meaning that we imbue this life with. This is a secret. So this fear of falling into non-existence, it's only a sensation. You already are you're already the unknowable. But it's just that we are cultured to think differently for a while. One day, when you are mature enough to bear your own silence and emptiness, that day will be a great joy for you.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So a couple more questions. I'm so grateful for your love and support. My question is, despite having experiences of who I am, in that awareness all arising and falling, yet it seems there something is not complete. What should I need to do? Please help me finish whatever person is left now.
Yes. You have to come to satsang. You have to spend more time in satsang. It's not something you can purchase across the counter. You may have some experience. If somebody can come to satsang for the first time and be so deeply struck that the mind is not seen again for a very, very long time. It can happen. But I would not expect that. I would say come and be in this environment, because if you give 2 hours to contemplation, guided contemplations and self-inquiry, it gives back so much into your life again. And I feel that it's good to make that effort and that sacrifice to come and be in the environment of satsang, and to say, go to sleep in satsang, wake up in satsang, have breakfast in satsang, do your work in satsang, spend your day, and to be in the environment where other beings who are similarly drawn and called by the same voice is with you. So you get a chance for your mind to be immersed in that, what I call the energy field of satsang and grace. And then somehow you're kind of waking back up into your natural sanity. Because otherwise, we spend so much time in the world of mind. We are really quite mad, you know. It's just that we are dressed well, and it's not taken to be a serious condition. But really, I feel it is good to invite people into more meditative habits, and to introspect, and to have discussions like this for those who are open. Even maybe eventually to bring these type of things more into schools. You know, when I speak with children, I speak about the same thing, but in a much simpler way. Not because I plan to, because in that environment their minds work very simply, and my mind goes completely the same with them. We just speak in a very simple way, and their understanding is they're so happy. You see, so it is so rich. So I would invite someone like him to consider a little bit, taking a little time or something, you know, take a week, 10 days, and come and be in this kind of environment. It will give so much back to your life, so much. You see? At least be open to the possibility. Because sometimes one question and one answer has cleared so much. But sometimes over and over and over you have to be hearing the same thing, because it's just not going in. And you know.
It's funny, that brings on to the last question that I was going to ask. There's a few different versions of it, but one person put it quite succinctly, that they feel like they have moments, they feel like that they get it, and they're spacious and they're kind of open, and then their mind goes on thinking about their debts that they owe. And you know, another example could be someone gets it, and then they think about, you know, their responsibilities as a parent. What you say, of course, is so true, that being in spaces like this really hold people, and they help them drop deeper. But what helps the meeting of that with someone's life, and just the kind of the stuff that pulls them away from that, can feel like it pulls them away from that space.
In the beginning, you will experience being easily pulled to the left and the right. Particularly on this particular subject, which is really driving and striking at the very root of your existence. Sometimes we have a lot of energy to concentrate and to give, say, talking about football or any other kind of thing. But as soon as the light turns towards your existence and who you are, and you know, what is the purpose of your life, already resistances are coming in, and uneasiness and so on, you see. And that is significant, because it means that you are onto something. If so much resistance to come, and to invite you just to look a little bit, if the openness is there, it can be the most beautiful, transformative time, you see. If you give a little space to it, and if you're with someone who is sensitive, and can sense where you are and just talk you through. It's amazing what this outcome can be. It depends on the timing and if it is unforced and if it is a genuine encounter, which means that life brings it. It's your season and life has brought this. And it will stay with you much more deeper than your own efforts will impact, you know. You just find that it goes so deep. Some very simple encounters can go so deep that throughout the day in changing situations and circumstances, it follows you. It's like something that's like a warmth inside your life that just keeps being there, present with you, and guides you to places or to people or to certain kind of meetings that keeps on empowering this seeing, and you know, in a beautiful way. But if it's just coming from the mind or from ego or something, it may not be long lasting.
Yes.
But this coming and going is natural for everybody. In the beginning, they can't sustain much, you know, concentration towards these things at all. They find that it goes very easy, very, very easy. We just have to trust it's the way of life. Some people are on this path for a bit, suddenly disappear. You don't see them again, 2-3 years. And then maybe slowly they blow back in, but who can say?